Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review slash kind of overview video. What this video is going to be about is self-tanner. If you've ever watched my videos, I think it was easily probably 2, maybe 3 years ago now, 3 summers probably ago, that I did a set of videos testing all kinds of self-tanners. I always do try new ones and see what I like, but for the last, I want to say year, I have been going back to what I have been doing most recently. And you can see a difference in my videos. Some of my older videos when I was doing the self-tanners at home, I think I was totally overdoing it. Like, I was way too dark. It just didn't look natural. And it's that learning curve of how we learn what looks right on us and what doesn't. Sometimes you have to look back to realize what doesn't work for you. So what I do now, I have lotions, I try all different kinds of products. The only thing that I tend to do now at home is my face. Now, my face looks a little light today, but I have a feeling I'm trying a different foundation. That might be the foundation. Not 100% sure. But like my chest and arms, like they have good color to them, and it is lighter in the video than what it is in person. But just to give you a little bit of an idea, I go to something called VersaSpa, and it's at tanning salons such as like places that have tanning beds in them. I don't go to the tanning beds, but I go to a machine that sprays you with the product and dries you and all of this kind of stuff. And for me, it has been the most even that I have done. Now, I've tried it a lot of different ways. I'm going to start by telling you about it and then tell you what I like best. They have multiple different options. There are different levels. The VersaSpa has 3 different levels. It's level 1, 2, and 3, 1 being the lightest, 3 being makes me look like an Oompa Loompa. So, and they also, in 3 of those levels, have a level 1 clear, a level 1 bronzer, a level 2 clear, a level 2 bronzer. And then on top of that, there's another option that costs a little bit more, but it's whatever level you do with also a moisturizing spray. So basically what it does is you stand in 4 different positions for the self-tanner. You stand straight towards the machine, you turn to the right, you turn to the left, and then you turn to the back. And then it goes, and so that's that 4 passes. So it runs up and down your body, then you turn, and then it goes, no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It goes, let's say, starts at the top, the solution, you're facing it, it goes down until it sprays you, it asks you to turn to one side, it starts from the bottom, it moves up, start from the other side, etc. Once you're done that, it then does 4 dry passes. So it does 2 passes of moving up and then moving down. So each time it does that, it's drying you. So 2 passes on your back, 2 passes on your front. So when you get out, you don't have to use a towel to like rub it in. You don't have to get it on your hands, like nothing. And they do have a barrier cream, it's called. It looks like a big pump with like body lotion in it. And I put 1 pump on my hands, and I put it all over my hands, including the front side, and down through my wrists. And then you can also use it on your feet and ankles. I personally do not. I find that the color on my feet and ankles seems fine. I don't really have any issues with it. I haven't felt the need to put the barrier cream there. I put it on my hands before I go in, and then again when I come out I put a little bit more on and just make sure, because I really want it between my fingers and my knuckles and things like that. And then I just take the towel and wipe it off from my palms, just in case anything kind of, when you're doing that, got onto the palms of my hands. So of what they do, of what these different things do, these different sprays, I went through a stage where I didn't like the bronzer because it looked a little bit speckled at times. But what I found to be key now is what I do is I do a level 2 bronzer with the moisturizer. So what the moisturizer does is actually, after you've done the 2 dry passes, then it does 1 pass on the front of you with the moisturizer and 1 pass on the back of you with a moisturizer. And what I find this does is this reduces the speckling. I don't know if it hits the bronzer and then the bronzer spreads out or what, but it seems to work really well for me. It also really moisturizes my skin. I don't feel as if my skin is dried out. A lot of times sunless tanners, self-tanners will cause your skin to feel very tight and dry. This doesn't do that when I do the moisturizer. Another option of that is you could go home possibly and do a moisturizer, but you'd have to be careful with, you could put gloves on or something to the palms of your hands because you don't want to have that issue. The other thing I like about going to the spray tan booths is it gets my back. It like completely gets your whole back there and along your sides. There's no like lines up through here. Like you're not, it's completely even. I go about once a week. I go usually on a Saturday. I was going on Wednesdays and then it kind of wasn't making it through the weekends. So then I was going to try and go on Fridays, but Fridays became too hectic. So I've been going Saturday mornings and that usually lasts me quite well. Now what I do in between is because of the amount of things I use on my face and how I lose color on my face very quickly. When I wash my face at night, I would say every other night, I purchased a product from the same salon called VersaSpa Bronzer Sunless Spray. This is what it looks like. This is my second can. These things have lasted me forever. They're great. It just lasts so long. But I use this about every other day on my face, last night not being one of them. And this lighter face cream foundation, I don't think it's for me. So anyway, I'll do a review on that later. It just is very easy. I just simply, after I've washed my face and moisturized, I hold it away from my face and I go back and forth and then I go up and down kind of quickly and just let it set. I don't touch it. I don't do anything after that. I just let it dry before I go to bed. And that has been working really well for me. What I also do in between in order to, oh, and I should have, you know what, let me grab it. Sorry, didn't think of this part. What I do in between to help keep up, because I find things like, especially my legs lose color very, very quickly because you shave your legs and your legs are more susceptible to just rubbing off the tanners. You cross your legs, you uncross your legs, things like that. So what I use in between, I use this. So I go to VersaSpa. I shower in the morning and exfoliate before I go, and I don't moisturize before I go. Some people do. It says if you read the information to do that. For me, it adheres better to my skin if I do it and then have the moisturizer spray. It just works really well for me. So that is what I do beforehand. After I'm done, I let it sit the whole day, the whole night. The next morning, I get in the shower. You need to let it sit for a minimum of 6 hours, and like 6 to 8 should be the minimum of what you do. So then I get up in the morning and I shower and I wash everything off, etc. And then I use the Jergens Natural Glow. This one's the firming. It's for medium to tan skin tones. I've tried the fair one. The fair one has a weird orange tint to it. It does not work. I don't care if you're fair skinned or not. The medium is the better way to go. This I put on in the morning and I put it everywhere minus my face, obviously. I rub it all in, I make sure it gets in really well, and I use this as my moisturizer like every other day, just to help keep up the tan for the week too. I would say typically the tan lasts me truly, like the way it looks from the beginning, for about 5 days. Those last 2 days it's pretty pale. It definitely has faded down. So that's kind of my basis of what I have done. I like, if you don't want that bronze look right away, the clear does work really well. There is, if you ever find that you go and do the bronze one and that you're getting blotchiness, try the clear. The clear sometimes makes all the difference in the world. I sometimes just go and do that if I want pick me up or I'm doing something that weekend. I'll go like on Thursday and just do a clear. Now I buy a package, a monthly package. I think you can go and it's like $10 or $15, depending on where you live. It's going to be totally different. You can go each time, or you can buy a monthly package, which is unlimited amounts of time. So if I find it looks blotchy on me, or I don't like the way it's set, or I have somewhere else to go and I need to be darker a little bit, I can go again. So that's what I do. And that also with my package gives me the moisturizer, which to me, I personally really like. I really think that that works well for me. Another key is not just moisturizing with like a product like this every other day. Moisturize your skin every day, because that helps keep that tanner in. When the tanner dries out is when it starts looking blotchy. So be sure to moisturize. Don't use this every day because it will turn a slight orange if you use it every day with the VersaSpa. But I really like the VersaSpa. Now, I had previously done Mystic Tan. Before I ever found VersaSpa, I had done Mystic Tan, and before I got into self-tanners on my own. The old Mystic Spa, I did not like it. It got me kind of orangey. It didn't work for me. It just wasn't my thing. So my spa now got the new Mystic Tan, and the new Mystic Tan is one where you take like a cartridge. It's smaller than this, and you have to put it in the machine, but they can open the bottle and they can add bronzer, they can add a scent, they can add an accelerator, they can add all these different things. I did try it a couple times, and I think it's good. If that's what they have in your area, if you can't find a VersaSpa, it is a nice product. To me though, I'm paying for a package monthly. I don't want to go in and have to pay an additional $5 to get a bronzer and a scent. To me, the VersaSpa with the moisturizer already has the bronzer in it, and the moisturizer helps, because it has a scent to it, it helps reduce any self-tanner scent. So to me, why am I gonna pay an extra $5 every time I go in? Because it's like $2.50 for each one of these little vials they add into it to give it something extra. The color was nice. To me, it didn't last as long on me as the VersaSpa did. Again, everyone is different. Your skin is different. It's gonna react differently to how it absorbs the product. So you need to test these things out and see what works best for you. If my spa didn't have VersaSpa, yes, I would probably still do Mystic, and I would probably just go a little bit more often or have to find a way to make it work best for me. But since they have the Versa, and the Versa works so well for me, I'm just gonna keep doing that. It just really has worked well. Now, another key thing too, when you go into these places, they are going to try and sell you everything in the world. They're gonna sell you an accelerator gel to put on first. They're gonna sell you, you know, this, which I do like these products. They're gonna try and sell you an afterwards moisturizing lotion. To me, the accelerator does not work. It does not do anything. I've tried it. Doesn't do anything extra, doesn't help it stay any better, doesn't do anything amazing. Their moisturizer, wouldn't even waste my time. Just have your regular everyday moisturizer and something like this that you can get at the drugstore. The only thing that they do sell that I like is this, and that's simply because I lose the color on my face so quickly, and the face versions of like these things don't work for me. I need something that actually stays very well and is a true self-tanner for my face, but I also need something on my face that isn't gonna clog my pores and cause my skin to break out, and this so far has done that. So I have been sticking with this and loving this. So that's kind of my overview on self-tanners this year, where I am, what I've been trying, what I've been doing, and what has worked for me. I've tried all different kinds of lotions. Saint Tropez is not a lotion, sorry, it's a mousse. Works very well. Dave's Famous is probably one of my favorite lotion ones. I also really, really like, oops, I dropped it. I really, really like the Loreal Brazilian Tan. This is the dark one. I also have the light one. But I find that they're fairly expensive. So if I was gonna repurchase those, I'd rather just have my VersaSpa package, and it's very simple and easy, and it's very quick. It takes only a few moments to do it. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and you can go, I think how I originally found the one in my area is I went to VersaSpa's website, put in my zip code, and it told me what was close to me. So maybe that'll help you guys out, and hopefully you'll have something in your area and give it a try. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.